exceptional author. I was here last year at Authors Day, and she really inspired me, and she's encouraged me throughout the year as well, and she's an amazing woman, and I'd like you all to give her your attention and listen to what she says, and then we'll have a break for lunch. Okay, thank you. Karen Clark.
Well, that's not a really big rap, is it? I've got nothing to live up to. I can calm down. Thank you very much, Cindy. That was very sweet. Amazing author. That's debatable, but I am an author. I'm here, and I'm here because of the people that are around us right now. And if the speakers before confused you or led you to feel a sense of dread and despair, then that's quite normal. That's how I felt as well when I began the journey. And luckily, you are surrounded by people who do care and who are passionate and who are professional, and ultimately will lead you to this place where you actually get to hold a book in your hand and feel proud of yourself, which is fairly outstanding, really, as far as creations go. Now, I thought I'd start with a quote that sums up a little bit of what I do. Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in his shoes. That way, if he gets angry, he'll be a mile away and barefoot. My book is called From Bullied to Brilliant, which is how to artfully avoid fitting in. We were talking about this before. Artfully avoiding fitting in is not the common way we approach bullying, and it's not common knowledge, it's not common behaviour, it's not common practice. But I believe wholeheartedly in the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, which the book is based upon, which is to find a non-violent, peaceful approach to conflict. And today, as I stand here and prepared myself for this talk, it has suddenly become quite important that we get this information. I feel that the book has been created to offer an opportunity to all of us to find another way. And having come back just last Friday, week on Friday, from France, we were there during the Nice attacks. We were in Dubai, and I was interviewed on Dubai radio by a Muslim lady who ironically is from Sydney, which was funny. And having grown up in West Africa and spent a number of years in close relationship with the Muslim community, I suddenly realized the importance of the position I'm in right now, which is, as a speaker and a Western woman, who, according to the Dalai Lama, by the way, is about to save the world, I have a huge responsibility to share this message. The inspiration from my book came from me. It came from who I am as a person, who I was as a child, how I saw life. I never saw colour. I never saw difference. I never saw wealth. I never saw poverty. I actually didn't see people. I couldn't understand it. And I couldn't understand why people saw me as a skinny, vulnerable and worthless human being. I thought that was strange. It's a strange way to look at people. I didn't see people like that. So that was my childhood. But this book isn't about my childhood. It's about the behaviour that comes from the relationship between people who are looking to dominate and people who feel insignificant, and how that relationship is the problem. Not bullies, not victims, neither of them really exist. A victim is a bully who bullies themselves, and a bully is a victim who's lashing out. We're all the same. And by the way, we're all the same colour on the inside. And having spent a lot of time with different cultures, my husband's Maori, Fijian, Samoan, what else, I don't know, about 100 different cultures bottled up in a man. I don't know how to describe our family. How do I describe our children? How do I differentiate between colour? I don't know. I don't know how to do it. How do you bully someone because of the way they look? How do you know who they are because of what religion they have or what they wear, what shape they are, whether they're skinny or overweight or tall or short, or we have this whole projection onto who that person is. And it's all wrong, by the way. When I was on the radio in Dubai, there was a man called in. I was so amazed listening to his story. He called in to say that he was a bully. I was really impressed, actually. Very few people own up to it. He said that he was a bully And he said that as a child he was a victim and he was picked on, and he developed a resilience to that by fighting, by becoming a bully himself. And his father died, it became worse. And he struggled with himself. And at some point he realised that that wasn't the answer, that fighting wasn't the answer. It was quite extraordinary. I was impressed. I was impressed that anybody would own up to bullying, which is marvellous, but that he recognised that it came from inside of him, not outside of him. So that's the inspiration, that's the story. The consequences of having published this book are quite astonishing. I've been approached by all sorts of different people, all sorts of different opportunities. I feel that we are all on a wave here. This isn't a one-man journey, by the way. None of it is. There's so many people here who are all sharing exactly the same message in exactly the same way, but they've just taken on different forms. We're all trying to help each other. We're all trying to save the world. We're all trying to do it. We're getting our messages out because we want to do something. We feel disempowered and we want to make a change. That's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we have to do what we're doing. I believe that we are all called to do something. I wrote down a bunch, see, this is me, nice and professional. I wrote down some quotes. Each one of us has to find his peace from within, and peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. Mohandas Gandhi. Now the reason my book is based on his teachings, by the way, is because he knew what we're going through right now. He knew intimately. When we're faced with terrorism or abuse or abusive partners or abusive teachers at school or students, this isn't new. It's not new for things to go wrong. The world is not spiralling out of control. It's spiraling into a new place. And we all need to step up right now and be part of that shift. It's uncomfortable because we're shifting, but we can. There's very few people in the world who are actually causing these problems, just as in any school or any workplace or any home. There's only a minority that cause trouble. So the majority has to mobilize themselves. Got anything else that I need to say? Do you need anything else? So, as authors, okay, off my little high horse. As authors, if you are on that journey and if you feel ready to take the step, then I think you are in the right place. The reason why I said this last year, that when I was bewildered and confused by all of the information that was handed to me, I would call Ocean and I would say to him, Ocean, I don't understand what's a CIP. I don't know what they are. I don't even know now, actually, to be honest. And he would always say, leave it with me. He became my best friend. I loved Ocean. I doubt very much. You can all call him all the time now. At the time it was a bit quieter. There wasn't quite so many people in the family then. But yes, leave it with me. And that was a huge relief for somebody who'd done so much on their own and who had such a big message. And I hope I've been able to communicate that slightly to you today. Good luck on your journeys. Welcome and be courageous. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Karen. Okay, if everyone wants to grab something quickly for lunch and have a chat with the authors who are here and have a little mingle.